Good afternoon. Fade to Black breaking news for this Monday, November 24th, 2025. Happy Thanksgiving. This is all of the news that you need. I'm Jimmy Church. Let's get straight to it. On this day in history, 1974, Lucy, the fossils of an early human ancestor are discovered in Ethiopia. Here's your fader fact. King Charles II of England drank his cocktails mixed with crushed human skull powder. Bet you didn't know that. Let's get to the breaking news. Avi Loeb says there's something strange about the NASA image of 3I Atlas and the jets emanating from it, which appear to be pointing in the direction of motion, not in the direction of the sun, as previously identified in Hubble Space Telescope data. NASA is in outright denial of any theories that suggest 3I Atlas is anything but a natural comet. And Avi is still holding on to his guns that it's ET. So am I. A team of Japanese scientists germinated moss spores that spent several months hanging outside the International Space Station, finding that over 80% survived and were able to germinate successfully, with results published in a study in the journal iScience. That's right. Moss is growing on the exterior of the ISS. Seriously. The Swift Observatory is set to fall from its orbit at the end of 2026, but NASA has greenlit a plan with Catalyst Space Technologies that's one for the history books. A plane will drop a rocket midair that's carrying a robotic satellite, which will then blast into space and boost the telescope's altitude and saving it. Now, it usually takes 24 months to plan and then launch a similar mission. Catalyst only has a matter of months. I'll keep you posted. Hurricane Melissa's wind gust reached a record-breaking 252 miles per hour shortly before the storm made landfall in the Caribbean last month. The previous record was 248 miles per hour in 2010. The data was collected when a NOAA Hurricane Hunter plane dropped a fleet of weather instruments into the storm. Holy crap. Over 24 tons of cocaine worth more than $362 million was seized by the United States Coast Guard while it was being offloaded at Port Everglades in Fort Lauderdale last Wednesday. It is the largest cocaine seizure by a single patrol in the Coast Guard's history. Wow. Last Wednesday, OpenAI announced ChatGPT for Teachers, a version of its artificial intelligence chatbot that is designed for K-12 educators and school districts. OpenAI says that teachers can securely work with student information, get teaching support, and work with others in their district. There are allegedly administrative controls that are in place to determine how ChatGPT for teachers will work within their communities. We are doomed. And finally, I'll leave you with this. Meta has begun giving hundreds of thousands of Australian teens a 2-week warning to download or delete their account data from Instagram, Facebook, and Threads as the world-first social media ban approaches. Wow, it's about time. The law preventing anyone under 16 from holding accounts does not take effect until December 10th. But Meta will start purging accounts from December 4th, as well as blocking anyone under 16 from opening new accounts. Meta is racing to remove at least 350,000 users from Instagram, 150,000 from Facebook by the end of the deadline, with more expected to follow. Messenger is the only Meta platform not currently covered by the ban. Now, alongside Facebook, Instagram, and Threads. The law will also apply to TikTok, Snapchat, YouTube, Twitter. It's now called X, but who cares? Reddit and Kick. What is Kick? Man, I'm getting old. Seriously. There you go. There's all the Fade to Black breaking news that you need for this Monday, November 24th, 2025. Breaking news is produced by Renee Neumann. I'm Jimmy Church. I want to remind everybody we're kicking off a brand new week here on Fade to Black. And tonight, Holly Hall joins us. We're going to talk about astrology and some predictions for 2026. All of that and much more tonight on the show. Happy Thanksgiving. Go back, Lee Tappy.